Woman is behind bars accused of fatally stabbing a teen, all to steal her purse.
I want this person brought to justice, and I hope that you saw her the look in her eyes, and I hope that it haunts you for the rest of your days. I was devastated because I didn't understand how that could happen. I literally had just talked to her earlier.
Houston police say Kayla was walking to her job Saturday morning. She worked at lled's and the NBA store at the Galleria, but she never made it inside. Attacked, investigators say, over a purse.
Somehow in that fight, my daughter ends up being stabbed a couple times, and she's left on the sidewalk. Not only did they kill her and take her purse, they took her phone, and they tried to use her bank card, after. So it's like you continued to violate her after she had died.
This is the pink purse Kayla was carrying, a gift from her fiance from just a few weeks ago.
This is the story of Kayla Stevenson, aged 17, young mother to a 6-month-old baby who was stabbed to death over a purse on her way to work. Kason Blossom, age 37, a married lady who was on bond at the time, saw Kayla with the purse while walking to work, so she approached her and demanded for her purse and valuables, but eventually stabbed her when they got into a scuffle. Kayla was stabbed multiple times by Kason, a dangerous lady who just got out of jail for stabbing her secret boyfriend with a knife. She was also out on bond for aggravated assault of a family member. It did take a while to find the killer, but police eventually did.
I'm proud and pleased to announce the arrest of that suspect this morning.
Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. This story will be taking us to Houston, Texas. Houston can be said to be fairly crime-free, but still, in 2023, Houston's murder rate was 19 per 100,000 people. Houston's violent crime rate was 2.67 per 1,000 people, which is roughly 1 in 78 chances of being involved in a violent crime. Kayla Nicole Stevenson, age 17, was a beautiful young lady who had her life looking good for her person on social media. She was always making nice and funny videos on social media.
Why the fuck you even watching me? You supposed to be a gangster though, but you watching me from jail. Man, you is a bitch.
Okay. I mean, I really can't see because it's blurry, but what I can see is bullshit. I promise.
Your bitch is ugly right motherfucking now, in your face, in your present day, bitch, and you worrying about me? You can't be worrying about me. Because, bitch, I'm a 10 plus 5, bitch. Your bitch is a motherfucking 5 minus 5 minus 5, bitch. A negative.
Kayla was also a mother to a 6-month-old baby.
What? Cookie got a Twinkie. That's what you sound like right now. What? What? Oh, punch it.
She loved her baby so much. Kayla loved nice things in life. She posted herself with diamonds and some finer things of life. Kayla was gifted a purse by her fiancé, which she carried sometimes when she is out and about. She had started working 2 jobs after having her baby so that she could have enough to take care of herself and the baby. On this fateful day, Kayla was walking to the Galleria in Houston, which was where she worked. Someone walked up to her demanding the purse her fiancé had bought for her. They also demanded her purse and phone and money, but she decided to fight for her purse. Unfortunately, she got stabbed multiple times during the scuffle. The attacker then fled after taking her purse. Witnesses flagged down a Houston police officer and said 2 women were fighting over a bag on West Alabama Street near McHugh Road. The sergeant found Kayla lying on the sidewalk and she was pronounced dead.
Now to a developing story, a violent murder near one of Houston's most popular shopping malls. Houston police say a teenage girl was stabbed to death near the Galleria, and investigators believe the victim and the suspect got into an argument. Troy Kless is live tonight with brand new information. Troy.
Yeah, Marcelino, Houston police say that the victim, just 17 years old, may have been stabbed over a bag. Now, the street behind me was reopened about an hour and a half ago to regular traffic as Houston police are investigating this case. Now, they say that this happened around 11:15 this morning. A sergeant that was working a different job in the area was flagged down by someone who witnessed two girls fighting in the area. So the officer arrived and found the victim, then called for help from the Houston Fire Department. Paramedics arrived and found the victim had 2 stab wounds to her upper body, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. And they believe the suspect may be a Hispanic or Asian female in her mid to upper 20s. And Houston police say the call initially came in as an apparent robbery. And again, the victim just a 17-year-old girl.
She is an employee here in a store in the Galleria. And apparently lives nearby, but she was walking. We don't know if she was coming to or from her place of employment, but she was walking on the sidewalk, and she is the victim in this case.
Her mother was devastated when she got the news. She couldn't believe that her daughter was killed over a purse.
The more that I hear about her now, it frustrates me. I feel that it could have been avoided if she wasn't out on the street. So if she was behind bars like she should have been, then my daughter would still be here with me today, and she would be with her daughter.
I just don't know how or why something like this happened.
Houston police still have no real idea what motivated a woman to stab 17-year-old Kayla Stevenson to death on her walk to work. Kayla's mom, Kayla Stevenson, says she knows the suspect took her daughter's Juicy Couture purse. Inside were Kayla's wallet, phone, and keys.
I tried to get her bank card locked, and they told me that they already tried to make transactions on her card, but they were blocked. So it wasn't enough that they, killed her and left her there. They still tried to use her card.
Stevenson says her daughter Kayla often walked to her job at the Galleria because it was close to where she lived with her grandmother. On Saturday morning, she got close but never made it there. Investigators say her body was found on a sidewalk on West Alabama near Sage with multiple stab wounds. Police originally reported getting a tip from someone in the area about 2 women fighting over a handbag.
I kept telling myself, my daughter lost her life over a bag. That can't be that serious. It's a bag.
HPD says it's hard to determine whether the suspect knew the teenage victim without knowing the suspect's identity. At this point, they're treating the incident as a random robbery. Stevenson says it has her head spinning.
It's really hard, and it's before Christmas too, so it's everybody's out of it, nowhere, I have no words to describe the pain and the emptiness that I feel right now.
According to Stevenson, Kayla just started working 2 new jobs at the Galleria and was saving up to buy a car. She leaves behind a 6-month-old daughter.
You stole a great person from us, and do know that she was a mother. She was 17 years old. She was a mother, and she didn't deserve this. Nobody deserves this. But I really want this person to pay for what they did.
The police later announced they had arrested the person who committed the crime. The person was a lady by the name of Kayla Blossom, age 37.
Kayla was fatally stabbed in what we believe was a robbery in the 5100 block of West Alabama just this past Saturday. I'm proud and pleased to announce the arrest of that suspect this morning. We'll have more details on that a little bit later, but she is in custody.
Kayla was someone who was already known by police. She was out on bond on an aggravated assault charge in the 2021 stabbing of her 58-year-old secret boyfriend. She was married when she committed this crime with her boyfriend, so her husband filed for divorce when he found out about what she did. Few days after she was booked into jail on the aggravated assault charge, Blossom got out on a personal bond without paying a fee. Her mother was furious after learning that she was let out of jail for no fee, especially for someone with a violent past.
Tonight we are learning disturbing new details about the woman accused of killing a teenage mom for her designer bag near the Galleria. We want to thank you for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Keith Garvin.
Good evening. I'm Daniela Guzman. Well, 37-year-old Kayla Sky Blossom was out on bond for a past violent crime when she allegedly stabbed that teenager to death. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is live at the Harris County Jail tonight with what we have learned about her past. Bryce?
Daniela and Keith, Kayla Blossom is being held here in the Harris County Jail tonight without bond because the alleged killing of that teenager broke the rules of her past bond for a different crime with the same deadly weapon. Nearly 3 years before Kayla Blossom got arrested for a fatal stabbing near the Galleria, the then 35-year-old seen in this jail booking photo got arrested for a knife attack on her ex-boyfriend. In February 2021, court documents reveal Blossom allegedly cut her ex-boyfriend while armed with a taser, handcuffs, duct tape, and another knife in her purse. Blossom allegedly came out of a bathroom with an orange pellet gun and fired pepper gas pellets, a source close to the investigation says, before grabbing her ex-boyfriend in the private area and stabbing him in several places. He fought back as they wrestled over the gun, the source says, her mugshot showing some of her injuries. At the time, she lived with her husband, records show, and he later filed for divorce. But 4 days after being booked into jail, Blossom got out on a personal bond, records show, without paying a fee.
It adds accountability for judges who release dangerous criminals on bail.
Then months later, the state law in Texas changed. Violent offenders like Blossom became required to pay cash to be free.
How could you be so cold as to take such a beautiful soul?
Now, 17-year-old Kayla Stevenson's family is grieving after Blossom allegedly stabbed the new mom to death on her way to work over a designer bag. Her mother still grappling with why.
I hope that someday you will feel remorseful if you don't already. I know that God wants me to forgive you, but it's too soon.
HPD said tips from the community helped investigators identify Kayla Blossom, who was arrested without incident at her home on Beechnut Street. Kayla Sky Blossom is charged with capital murder for the stabbing of 17-year-old Kayla Stevenson. She's being held without bond because the alleged killing broke the conditions of her bond for a past crime involving her ex-boyfriend, which her husband caught her with.
Stabbing a young mother to death over a purse near the Galleria Mall remains behind bars for now.
Kayla Sky Blossom was out on bond when she allegedly killed the victim. She appeared before a judge today. Michelle Choi is at the Harris County Criminal Courthouse with the latest for us tonight.
Yeah, Kayla Sky Blossom didn't get a bond today. Instead, the state filed a motion to revoke her bond tied to her initial aggravated assault charge. That bail hearing is set for later this month. Until then, we're told she will remain in jail.
Our cameras were rolling as the 37-year-old suspect was brought out handcuffed and wearing an orange jumpsuit here in the 230th this morning. Blossom is charged with capital murder. Investigators say last weekend, 17-year-old Kayla Stevenson was walking to work near the Galleria when Blossom robbed her of her purse, then stabbed her and left her to die. Prosecutors say Blossom was out on bond and awaiting trial for another stabbing back in 2021 involving her ex-boyfriend when she allegedly killed Stevenson.
It's tragic. It's a tragedy.
Chris Condon is the chief prosecutor assigned to the homicide division at the Harris County DA's office. They believe this was a random robbery and murder.
I think it's always shocking when someone is killed, but it's especially shocking when someone is killed for no apparent reason. Our hearts go out to Miss Stevenson's family. I can't imagine what they're going through, especially at the holidays right now.
We spoke to Stevenson's mother this week, who demanded justice for her daughter.
Not only did they kill her and take her purse, they took her phone, and they tried to use her bank card, after. So it's like you continued to violate her after she had died.
She went on to share Stevenson was engaged and leaves behind a 6-month-old daughter. As for the woman charged in her murder, her lawyer confirming today Blossom did have a mental health assessment and they're still waiting for the results. She also told us her client hasn't said anything about what she's accused of.
Certainly, she's in shock and she's just kind of coming to terms with where she is and how long she'll be there right now.
It's unbelievable that someone is willing to kill another person for a purse which she doesn't even know if it has any valuable or not. It's so sad that Kayla died in this manner. Her daughter would get to grow up without a mom. What a sad and evil world we live in. We hope she gets the justice she deserves. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Kayla Stevenson. May her soul continue to rest in peace. Please stay safe and see you guys in the next video.